Okay, let's talk about this single leg Romanian deadlift. It can be a really tricky exercise in terms of balance and stability. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what you're going to work on and how you can regress it or make it a little easier so that you can build your proficiency and ultimately do it as the video demonstrates. Okay, so of course, let's just talk about the exercise first of all. It's a single leg Romanian deadlift, so you're hinging, but your entire weight is on one leg. This requires really good anchoring through your foot. As I always talk about, foot stability is so important to balance and the body's stability, but particularly in single leg work. And that second position of stability is here in the pelvis and hip area. So you want to practice being able to just stand on one leg and not allowing that hip to drop, right? So all these things we've practiced in various programs, but you may find your leg and foot, your foot and ankle really working. All these tiny muscles are giving feedback as to how to stay grounded and balanced here. While you're doing that, then you have to introduce a hinge on one leg. And recall that a hinge is mainly flexing at the hip and then extending at that hip. So it doesn't involve knee flexion extension. The knee is soft or slightly bent at all throughout the movement, okay? But ultimately, in order to do it correctly, you want to feel the back of your legs, the hamstrings, and the glute. Okay, now, of course, there's always the option to place your hand on a wall or against a support structure, not gripping it, but just to have a little bit of additional support to do that movement. Now, if that's not enough, the other option is to do what we call a B stance, a Romanian deadlift. So it just means that, most of your weight is on the front leg, but you're using the back leg on the ground in this sort of position behind you, kind of like a little strut to provide a little bit of balance, okay? So your stance width is as it would be for a Romanian deadlift, that is to say about hip width apart, okay? You want your feet facing forward, hips square to the front, shoulders down and back, tall through the crown of your head, core engaged. You're gonna hinge and you're gonna feel that 80% or more of your body weight is still on that front leg as you work through this hinge, okay? So it looks like that. And then once you get really good at this, what you can do is start to lift that back leg. Okay? So it's called a B stance Romanian deadlift, so you can give that a try.